top 4. United States, Indonesia, the 3rd seed against the 4th seed. Doland, I'll be joined by Quentin for this final match of finals week 1. Quentin, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, though. I'm doing really fine. Already the pleasure to see the United States play today, and we'll be seeing them. I mean, we only saw them 35 minutes ago, so curious to see how United States is gonna handle that. The fact that they have to play matches back to back. Indonesia obviously being quite fresh coming into this one. Indonesia ended up beating Canada yesterday 7-5. The United States ended up beating France 7-2. And the winner of this match gets onto the podium, gets onto the grand finals week. The loser of the match is knocked out of the tournament in the 4th position, which is probably the most heartbreaking position because you're that close to the podium. We see Nomad 2 and DT4 getting banned away by both teams. I think those are the same bans they had in their matches against Canada and France, so no surprises here.
Yeah, very standard bans here. Both these teams are quite competent on mods. They love mods, so not surprising to see US go with the Nomad 2 ban. That was their ban against France. Obviously, that's just their weak spot. And Indo actually electing for that DT4 ban. US quite good on double time.
Definitely, and we'll be seeing that immediately, actually. US gonna go for that double tone 1 pick. And, I mean, that was a pure down performance versus France on double time 1. Lexi had a 1 miss. Colin, I believe, well, he had 15 misses, but still a 980,000 score. The Creeper trailing behind just a little bit, but also with a really, really nice score. So, both teams played this map in their respective matches, but the United States did outscore Indonesia by, I believe, over 100,000 points in this one. So this is definitely a reasonable pick coming in from the US.
Mm-hmm. However, I do feel like that, despite the fact that Indo ended up playing 12 maps against Canada, I think Indo's data on the US is going to be much more valuable considering that it's much more, it's fresh.
Yeah.
They played it 30 minutes ago. So
definitely, there's the temporary factor is definitely. I mean, Indonesia's also fresh, right?
Let's also keep in mind that arguably so far the greatest catch match in history, one of to date, was played by these two teams by many of these same players back in 2018. So they're quite familiar with one another.
Definitely, we're starting already. We see misses coming from Kaneko, Deco, and Colin, so that's going to give an early advantage towards United States. Lexi not missing in the beginning section of the map, but actually, as soon as I say it, he ends up missing now. So it's going to, I believe, switch it back actually in favor of Indonesia. But once again, this map's about 1,300 combo and length, so quite lengthy. But quite a lot of misses coming from all players, actually. Sorry, Dole, to cut you up there.
Yeah, only Netamaru is seeming to be able to find combo through the opening sections. Consistent misses coming from both teams. Indonesia is going to take the lead just because Netamaru, the only player with combo. Lexi now and Creeper just getting above 100.
Yeah, Dika especially also struggling. I mean, Netamaru is a really nice score, but his teammates are not able to support him as much as he would like to. And the Creeper and Lexi 2v1 actually right now, and it's going to favor United States. Colin definitely struggling in the beginning section of this map, but has stepped up his game. Is also above 200 combo right now, and they're still doing damage, giving out Dika's not above 200. Kaneko missing once again.
Kaneko just falling apart right when the combo was at 190 and then missed several of those stream sections. Netamaru now going down, only Dika with combo above 200. And the US will grow the score lead. It's near 100k at the moment.
Yeah, Lexi and the Creeper. After those early slip-ups, right, some uncharacteristic slip-ups have been really dominant since then right now. Both above 500 combo and counting. Lexi, I believe, only a 2 or 3 miss. Comparable to the score versus France. And look at that score bar already, 100,000 points. Everyone above 200 except for Kaneko. But it should stabilize at around, 100,000 points. So that's at least a team miss needed for the United States. Before he needs to get back into this. And this is a first from Lexi, but traded by Kaneko. Colin dropping Dika trade. That one's only in the Tamara and the Creeper holding on to combo, actually.
And quarter of the map left. Indonesia trailing will still need some misses. Lexi provides 1, but they will need much more. As their combo's getting above 200. Kaneko falling apart right as the combo gets there. Netamaru dropping as well. Only Dika with combo being negated by Creeper.
At the Creeper, 4-digit combo mark.
And
Dika missing the slow section. Yeah, that's heartbreaking for Indonesia.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Final sections of the map. The United States take their opening pick.
At the Creeper, I believe, on a 1 miss run right now, or a 2 miss. And way better for performance comparison to his performance versus France, and beautiful performance coming out of the United States as a whole. So that's an 80,000 score victory, so quite dominant.
Yeah.
3 miss on Creeper actually, so breaking that 1 million barrier. But same for Netamaru actually, but then Koneko and Colin especially, but also Dika definitely struggling a little bit more in comparison to their performances from their previous match. And Lexi also, I mean, last match he had a 1 miss run about like a reverse choke, but this is definitely a little less in comparison to that one. So might indicate some of that freshness just not being there presently, given how they already played 9 maps in like half an hour ago. But then again, United States win their first pick. That's definitely a great start for them. And Indonesia is going to fire back immediately with Hidden 2. So we're going to see Air 9.8 Hidden getting picked by Indonesia. And I believe that was their first pick against Canada as well. So no surprises there. Actually, it was
the high approach rate Hidden map coming in here from Indonesia.
Interesting pick, though, given how Indonesia lost against Canada on this one, and I think United States score is...
I think this is a tactical pick here to force the Creeper out of the lobby, I'd say.
The Creeper did play it against France, so might stay in, actually.
Yeah, because I know that Colin sometimes plays Hidden, but also the Creeper has been recently picking up HD, and again, as long as it's high AR, the Creeper should be comfortable with it.
Definitely.
And it's a AR 9.8, so... The only tough transition will be from double time into high AR Hidden. Your platter control is going to go back to the normal sensitivity.
Yeah, and this map does not stop. It's just constantly hard. Lewin making his first appearance, substituting out for Koneko. Dika being the first to drop is going to give the United States some leeway. But I mean, all players from the United States had 20 plus misses in their run versus France, so that's indication for how hard this map is. Lewin and Sekri training up top, so only 2 full combos left on the United States side, Netamaru being the one to counter that on the Indonesian side. Yeah, off this spinner it gets really, really tough. And we'll be seeing quite a lot of misses actually. Still 3 double S's on the boards, the Creeper being one of them, surprisingly so, somewhat.
Again, now he's just locked in at the moment, coming off of that great double time performance. Going toe-to-toe with Lexi, who is one of the best Hidden players in the world. And Lexi and Lewin are going to end up trading. The Creeper will go down as well. That trade is going to favor Indonesia. It will take the lead. Sekri versus Netamaru and Dika. Oh, but they go down. That's a team miss from Indonesia.
And Sekri taking 1, but Lexi and the Creeper are above 200 once again. And they're capitalizing on these misses from Indonesia, and that's scoring 60,000 points and counting.
Yeah, that was sort of the worst possible timing for that team is from Indonesia, because Lexi and the Creeper had 200 combo instantly. Sekri and Dika are going to trade. The Creeper going down again. It's Lexi versus Netamaru. And Netamaru goes down to win, trying to build up to that 200 combo cap. But nobody can seem to hold combo aside from Lexi. Final sections of the map, and the United States have a 100k lead.
The United States is running away with this actually with this pick from Indonesia. Double miss. Triple miss coming from the United States. There is some leeway for Indonesia.
Triple miss. Team miss. Netamaru has combo. Score bar is coming back. US has to hold it together. But Netamaru is going to end up missing. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, United States breaking on Hidden 2 on Indonesia's pick. So that's Indonesia picking Hidden 2 twice and losing twice on it. So that's quite interesting to note. Both teams did perform better on... actually, I think United States performed a little less in comparison to the match versus France, but Indonesia did perform better. But it's once again an interesting pick, given how United States outscored Indonesia by about 120,000 scores in the previous run. So it's a little bit weird that they're picking this now. But then again, it was definitely still a close point. Netamaru definitely performing really well today, able to match Lexi, but then Dika somewhat struggling in these first 2 picks. And that's going to be a difference maker. And 2-0 scoring for the United States, breaking immediately. And we see the same dynamic which they had in their match versus France, right? They had their foot on the gas immediately. They break your pick immediately, and 2-0 scoreline, same as a couple of hours ago.
Indeed, yeah. That's exactly what they did to France. They ran up a 4-0 lead. And Indonesia can simply just not allow that to happen. They're going to need to take one of the 2 points in this next round of picks here. Either the US's or theirs.
Yeah, definitely. 4-0 scoreline's already quite the gap to bridge over.
USA is up to pick next, and it's going to be Mixed Mod 2, the FD Fluoride map, 400.
Yeah, this is definitely a reasonable pick coming out from the United States. I do believe Sekre on the hard rock, Lexi on the hidden, the creeper on the nomad. That's a really strong trio. On the other side, I think that Tamara and Deke are going to fill in the mod slots, being hidden and hard rock, and then perhaps Lewin coming from nomad, perhaps Koneka coming from nomad. If we saw Madoka perhaps on the hidden and Deke on the nomad, there's quite a lot of versatility on the Indonesian roster, given those mod specifics, given they have quite a lot of hidden players, quite a lot of hardcore players as well, so they can switch things around way more than the United States could, right? Realistically speaking, Alexi's always going to be on the hidden and Circuit's always going to be on the hard rock, because the other individual is just not able to match the skill level on said mods, so... but we see Lewin coming in, and that's probably Lewin going to be in a nomad, I would say.
Again, that's something that makes the US just so threatening on this mixed mod. They probably have one of the best lineups you can have outside of the Korean roster. I mean, Lexi on hidden, Sekre on hard rock, and Decreeper is the nomad. That is a pretty tough roster to beat, but Netamaru Dika and Lewin should give them a solid run for their money.
Definitely, a really strong team on paper as well. I think that Tamara in the hard rock is able to match Sekre. And then Dika on the hidden, well, he has been struggling a little bit in this match. Might be some nerves, right? I don't think Dika has been in this situation before where he's fighting for a podium spot. Because I don't think he was a part of that roster that got top 3 like 6 years ago. But I might be wrong on that. Either way, we're going to see Lexi facing off. Oh, actually, never mind. Lewin is going to go with the hidden and then Dika on the nomad. So Dika versus the keeper, Lewin versus Lexi, and then Sekre versus Netamaru. Sekre had a really strong showing on this one versus France. And I'm assuming he'll be putting out a similar score. The Creeper and Lexi did struggle a little bit in the beginning sections of the map. I don't think Indonesia has played this in their match versus Canada.
Indonesia taking the more conservative approach by putting Dika on nomad. They want to have a solid nomad to rely on, which is definitely not a bad strategy. Now, obviously, Lewin must have practiced this on hidden.
Yeah, Lewin's also definitely a really good hidden player himself. We see early misses coming from Netamaru and the Creeper, but this map is a little shy of 2 minutes in length, and we're assuming more misses to become, so these should not matter all that much. But that's two FCs down, one on each side, one on the hard and one on the nomad.
Yeah, again, very early, but it's not a long map, so these misses might be more heavily weighted just because it's a very short map. But Sekre, that miss is going to be big for the USA. Lewin is going to trade it, but Sekre was the hard rock player this, so that favors Indonesia. And Netamaru and Dika carrying on. Dika will actually go down. That's the nomad player. Netamaru is also going to go down. So that's a team miss from Indonesia. Lexi and Decreeper now putting on the damage.
Yeah, no trades coming out. Actually, Sekre ends up trading, but they need more. Netamaru trades that miss from Sekre, so, I mean, full capitalization by the United States, right? The Creeper and Lexi on the bomb, so Lexi's still holding on to the double S. In fact, Sekre dropping 1 point, but it shouldn't matter all too much, I do believe. Lewin's going to trade that, but Lexi ends up dropping the FC, but he did quite a lot of damage for the United States, and they've built up about a 40 to 50,000 score difference, and the Creeper's still going with as close to 7 on the combo right now.
Yeah, and just now the combos are getting up to 200 for Indonesia. Netamaru and Dika are there. Sekre and Lexi trying to catch up as well as Lewin. Everyone else carrying along. Lewin is going to go down. And it's about a 80k lead, nearly 100k for the United States, and growing. Final sections of the map. There's just nothing Indonesia can do here.
Yeah, Lexi does end up finding a couple of minutes in the ending section, but the fact that the Creeper and Sekre held on to such huge combos does so much for the United States, and you end up winning their own pick, Mixed Mod 2. And, well, the Creeper with the Tomb is on the nomad, I think for most individuals quite surprising. Mostly known to be a Area 9.7 double time player, but does have skill sets elsewhere, and a really good score coming out of him, outperforming Dika by 30,000 points. And I mean, Dika is also a really strong Noah play, so props to the Creeper. Netamaru and the Heart, the only one to get above 1 million score, but sadly Lewin's trailing behind Lexi just a little bit too much. That early damage from Lexi definitely a difference maker in this one. And that's a trio score. I'm confirming that breakpoint, so they have this one breakpoint buffer in the United States, so if they were to win all of their next picks, they have top 3 guaranteed. But that is obviously a big if, given how competitive both of these teams are.
Indonesia up to pick next, their second pick of this match. They trail 3-0. and they need one badly.
Lower AR hidden is still left open. I mean, United States is not known for the lower AR. Well, I mean, they still have.
Oh, here we go. This is something I've been waiting to see teams do. Use a timeout to stop momentum.
Yeah,
we've never seen it used like this.
Really early timeouts coming out of Indonesia. Probably for the better, though, given how they're already trailing behind 3 points. But as I said, curious to see where they want to take this, right? Hard Rock has been left open for the United States. We have not seen the United States play on Hard Rock. Lower AR hidden has been left open as well, right? Hidden 1 and hidden 3 has not been picked against the United States just yet. And I'm not too certain I mean, Indonesia being kind of known for their lower AR hidden, right? Are they willing to go blindly against the United States on lower AR hidden? I think they are, so I would assume at least hidden 1 to be picked for hidden 3. I mean, AR 8 convert hidden also something Indonesia's really strong at. Otherwise, I'm not too certain where they want to take this. Nomad is still left open, I believe. Most of the double times are still available as well, so plenty of choices for Indonesia. That's why they're probably calling a timeout.
Yep, and 2 minutes starts now for them. That timer has been added, so Indonesia burning their 1 timeout. Both teams have 1 timeout per match. An additional 2 minutes go on the clock. So they're going to think it over, and we'll get a look at this map pool real quick.
Yeah,
as you said, there's a lot of options here, Quentin.
Definitely don't. I'm really curious where Indonesia's going to take this, because the thing is, if United States win this next point, they're trailing behind 2 break points, and we have seen some miraculous comebacks happen, but it's not the standard, right? Most of the times, teams just, if they trail behind, they just kind of lose momentum, and it's already a GG, right? So, I'm curious to see because this is a really, really important moment in the match for Indonesia.
Right, because we were discussing this beforehand, man. You can't go down 4-0 at the start. You really have to get on the board and get some momentum going so you can have a chance to generate that comeback. And they obviously realized that, calling the timeout probably at the perfect time. But now they're going to have to get a pick in soon. They are running out of time.
Yeah, definitely. Probably discussing. I believe all 6 Indonesian players are here, so they can use that versatility and switch things around. Perhaps for the better. Yeah, personally, if I were to guess, I would say hidden 1 is their best pick currently out of all of these picks. And there we go. Okay.
Yep, you read their minds.
They did end up listening. I hope it works out for them. But this is definitely, I would say, definitely the best pick on paper. Indonesia able to challenge the best hidden teams on hidden. I think they played Chile on hidden. I think they played China as well on hidden. And we're definitely in contention for those points. Curious to see if Madoka is going to make his appearance, because he hasn't played in the past 2 weekends, but he is quite known for his lower AR hidden skills, right? So it does seem to not be the case. Korneka, Lewind, and Dika currently staying in for hidden 1.
Actually, it doesn't look like we're going to get any substitutions here on the side of the United States, despite the fact that we are playing relatively low AR hidden.
Yeah, I mean, Sekre and the Creeper on lower AR hidden, this is interesting to see. I'm curious to see where this is going to go. About the map, it's CS5, AR 8.5, and, well, yeah, it's really hard. It's a finals lower AR hidden pick, and it's such a niche skill set that it's probably most of the times a hit or a miss. And the fact that Sekre and the Creeper are not hidden players might be a miss for the United States, and that's why I think this is a great pick coming out of Indonesia. But Lexi, on the other hand, I mean, this is definitely well within his limits. So, but on the other hand, Dika as well, really solid hidden player, lower AR hidden player as well. But Lewind and Korneka didn't play this against Canada, so substitute coming from the United States, from Indonesia, and we see early trade coming in from Dika and Sekre. That is going to stabilize things still.
Yep, and here we go into the first key eye. Korneka and Sekre going to drop, but that's 2 misses to 1. To Creeper and Dika also going down. Lewind down now. That's a team miss for Indonesia. Lexi, the only FC remaining, and the only combo really in the lobby.
Yeah, as we predicted, this is Lexi's play. It ends up dropping, but he did quite a lot of damage. Look at that scoring. It's already 80,000 points due to the fact that Lexi's is 100,000 score above Dika, for example. That's a beautiful performance coming from Lexi in the beginning section of this map. But I do believe Indonesia has some combos building, so that score will decrease as soon as we get started again.
As Bancho does things. But I mean, yeah, as you pointed out, 80,000 points just like that. And we're already halfway through the map.
Yeah, Lewin's the only combo above 200, but actually Sekir matching that, so the captain from the United States keeping his team out of reach for Indonesia right now, and that difference is 100,000 points already.
And Kroneko going down is not going to help things right as DeCreeper reaches that 200 combo mark as well. Lexi is not far behind DeCreeper going down, though. Lewin trading at Kroneko again. And it's Sekre versus Dika.
Yeah, once again, Sekre versus Dika, and everyone else definitely struggling, but that's just favoring the United States, right? They're running out of time in Indonesia.
Wait, there's consistent misses. Team miss from the United States. Consistent misses coming in. Dika has combo. Is there enough time? Oh, he goes down and nobody has combo now. And there's about 90,000 points.
Consistent misses coming out from Kroneko, especially. The Creeper ends up trading one of those, but I think that the damage has been done by Lexi in the beginning section, actually. I think that, and actually, interestingly so, Sekre is the highest performing player in the entire lobby. Beautiful performance coming out of the United States captain, beating his teammate on what is his teammate's best mod, arguably. And the United States 4-0 scoring, they beat Indonesia quite confidently on Lower Hidden. And also interesting to note, Kroneko being the only S on the Indonesian team with the lowest score by over 100,000 points. So interesting to note there as well. Dika especially struggling a little bit more than expected, and that is, I mean, United States breaking back, and this United States team is seeming really, really strong, even on low AR hidden, surprisingly so.
Yeah, and absolutely great performances coming out of Sekre and Lexi there. Just unfortunate for Indonesia that they weren't able to do anything after that timeout. And now the United States with a 4-0 lead have the pick.
Yeah, we did see them pick Mixed Mod 1. But they're going to go for Mixed Mod 3, and I think that is a beautiful pick as well. I'm not sure if you saw that, though, but Lexi had a beautiful performance on the hidden there with a 1 miss or a 2 miss, and then Sekre and the hard pick as well, completely outperforming France by quite a margin. So this is not going to be an easy point for Indonesia, but they do have the players, right? Netamaro on the hard pick, for example, is definitely able to match Sekre, and Dika on the hidden, for example, a win on the Nomad, or Kroneko on the Nomad. So they're well-winning reads, but they need to break United States right now. It's a do-or-die moment pretty much for Team Indonesia.
Yeah, no surprise to see the US abusing the mixed mod pool here. They are quite confident in that particular bracket. And they did quite well in this. In the previous match, as you said. Once again, the tried and true roster for them. Sekre, Lexi, and DeCreeper against Netamaro, Dika, and Kroneko. The consistency has just seemed to have been ever so slightly on the side of the US this match.
Yeah, definitely. The map is 4 minutes and 34 in length, so there's also just a complete consistency test for your mod specialists, and that's what we'll be seeing on this one. And I mean, Lexi had a stellar performance. If he can repeat that, that is just doing so much for his team, and I think that's the reason why United States go for this pick, somewhat relying on Lexi and Sekre to play as well as they did on their respective mods.
And here we go, on to the Mixed Mod 3. We'll see if Lexi can do it again, but don't want to put too much pressure on the poor guy. Early misses coming from Sekre and Netamaro, so that's an early trade from the Hard Rock players.
Kroneko dropping on the Nomad, and Tamara dropping on the Hard as well. So double miss coming from Indonesia, no trades. Actually, Lexi ends up dropping on the hidden, so 1 trades, but the Creeper and Sekre above 200 is going to give United States an early advantage. But I mean, this map is 4 minutes and 34 in length. There's some really rough wiggle sections where we saw quite a lot of the French players miss, so there's plenty of room for either team to catch multiple misses still.
Yeah, Ben
the Creeper being the
DeCreeper
first.
Yeah, Sekre right behind, so advantage is going to shift back in favor of Indonesia. They all have the combos. They will be able to capitalize. It's only Lexi for the Americans at the moment.
Yeah, that difficult wiggle section is coming up. Dika, the only FC left in the lobby, actually. A double as even. Everyone else at least having found one missile or multiple. But Indonesia has 3 combos above 500 and they seem relatively confident in the beginning section of this map. Second dropping once more in the slower section is going to further increase that lead for Team Indonesia.
Yeah, now it's about 20,000, 30,000 points for Indonesia and growing ever so slightly as Sekre is the only combo below 200 at the moment. But we're still not even halfway through. We're only a third of the way through the map. Dika will drop, traded by Sekre.
Yeah, those are the rough wiggles. 4 people holding on to the wiggles is a really solid performance coming in for all 4. Lexi getting an 800 combo, but Netamara and Koneko as well, but Koneko, Netamara, and Lexi! All 3 of them drop, and as soon as I say that, that's quite a coincidence. The Creeper above 200 is going to help United States crawl that score back just a little bit. Sekre above 200 as well. And whilst there's 2 players from Indonesia just trying to build up combos, so I think Indonesia will still, never mind, it will not be in front giving that miss from Deacon. That's going to switch things back in favor of the United States.
Yep, and Netamara also dropping once again. US taking the lead in a flash. Lexi now up to 200 combo. There will be full capitalization on these misses, and Netamara and Dika going down once again, so the consistency falling apart here for Indonesia, but we're only halfway through.
Yeah, Netamar finding consistent misses is definitely hurting Indonesia's score. And look at that score difference, 50,000 points already. All 3 players above 200 and well above. The Creeper's approaching 1,000 combo actually, so beautiful performance once coming from Netamar. Defending one more miss, he's not able to hold on to any consistent combo. And that is just hurting Indonesia's team score quite a lot.
And now Indonesia with 2 combos above 200, at least getting back on their feet. Sekre dropping. So that will keep the United States from running away with it. A third of the map left. But Indonesia are going to need something.
And the Creeper 1,200 combo and counting definitely seems really comfortable on this map. Lexi as well off those early slip-ups. Sekre dropping is going to give Indonesia a foot in the door, but they need at least 1 or 2 more misses, I do believe, given how this map is really long. So
yep, and there's one from Lexi. Quarter of the map left. There is a chance Netamara is going to trade one of those misses.
Yeah, all of the United States hope relying on the Creepers from shoulders right now, but he's been pulling out a really solid score. And
double miss! At the worst time, double miss right as Lexi hits 200 combo. Sekre will drop and trade one of them. But its chances are slipping away here on this map. Final sections coming up. They're going to need pretty much a team miss from the United States, practically, for consistent double miss.
Yeah, that's a double miss coming from Indonesia. Instead, Lexi's trading 1, but look at that score difference. That's 80,000 points. The Creeper ends up dropping. The Koneko trades immediately, and Indonesia's not able to capitalize on those misses.
Yeah, the Keka Sekre is there at 200, negating Dika's combo. The timing of these misses has just not favored Indonesia at all either throughout the map. And that is going to spell another point for the United States, barring any madness here at the end.
They do have quite the buffer build-up, so I do not believe that we can throw this away just yet. The ending section is less dense as well, so less nodes to be caught. Pika building up a beautiful combo after those early slip-ups, but sadly, just not enough. And United States taking home a 5th point, winning their 3rd pick. And Indonesia still looking for their 1st point on the board. 4 misses on Dika. Beautiful performance, but the Creeper, the 2 miss only. That's a beautiful performance as well. And the hard track difference is also 60,000 points in favor of the United States. And that is going to be the difference maker. And Indonesia, sadly, they're trailing behind by not much, but the United States has been able to capitalize on all of these misses from Indonesia, whilst Indonesia has not been able to do so the other way around. That's definitely hurting their team scores quite a lot. A 5-0 scoreline already.
Yeah, that's just been the story of the match on every map so far. The US has just been slightly more consistent. Just ever so slightly in the most critical moments, and the timing of the misses has just favored them. That does matter and catch the beat.
And let's keep in mind, the United States is 2 points away from securing top 3. This is how quick it goes, right? You can get out of hand quite quickly. And the thing is, breaking Indonesia one more time, and you're looking at 7 match points, of which 4 are your own pick, and just doesn't seem all that viable for Indonesia. But we're going for mixed mod 1, and this is one of the maps where Indonesia's team score was higher than United States' team score in their respective matches early on this weekend. So this is definitely a good pick coming out from Indonesia. I think Dika had a really solid showing on this one in the previous match as well, and well, yeah, this pick definitely does make sense. We're curious to see who's going to be the third player for Indonesia. I do believe it's going to be Lewins coming in for the hit, and then Netamaru on the nomads. Not too
It
certain.
could be either way, realistically.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, here we go. Mixed mod 1 AR 9.5 for the non-Hard Rock players. And 2.5 minutes, so
yeah,
fairly lengthy.
all players from Team Indonesia can switch around on the mob brackets, which is also a good thing to see. But they need to this point drastically. This is, well, we've been saying it for 3 points in a row now, but we're getting quite close to that 7-0 scoreline, right? So we have to keep that in mind. But Dika and Tamara Lewins trying to get Indonesia on the board on this cross-soul mixed mod 1 pick. And also, mixed mod has been completely exhausted by both teams. So no more mixed mod after this map.
Yeah, and Indonesia, if they are going to stage a comeback, now is the time, because if they get this point here, they will guarantee themselves at least one more pick in this match.
Definitely. DK gonna go for the hard rock, Tamar gonna go for the hidden, and Lewin gonna go for the nomad. So definitely just switching things around completely. DK switching from hidden to hard rock, and Tamar from hard rock to hidden. Lewin, in comparison to the previous mixed mod, going from hidden to nomad. So once again showing that versatility from that Indonesian roster. But actually, the United States gonna win the early spinner though. Slightly outspinning Team Indonesia, but early miss coming from Sekre and Lexi is gonna give Indonesia quite the advance in the beginning. But this map's really technical, and we expect quite a lot of misses to come in as well.
Yeah, and they were very early. Netamaru is going to trade one of those misses back, so it's just a slight advantage for Indonesia at the moment. The FC's holding for the Nomad players at the moment.
Yeah, Dika finding another miss is gonna switch that back right in favor of the United States. All three above 200 combo, and once again they can capitalize on those misses, whilst Indonesia was not able to do so. And that's gonna be about 30,000 to 40,000 score difference. So I think one miss separating these two teams right now.
Core of the map already gone. Creeper is going to find the first miss for the United States. Oh, whoa, that was a weird hyper for the Creeper. Shot him to the left.
And that was really weird. Lexi finding another miss as well is going to switch it right in favor of Team Indonesia. All two players have 200. Lewin still the only FC left in the lobby. Actually, beautiful performance coming in from him. Tomorrow in the hidden as well, but ends up dropping, so it's going to stabilize things, I do believe. Lexi trading though. In fact, Indonesia.
Yeah, they're doing quite nicely here. Dika and Lewin holding strong. Netamaru the only player missing 100 combo go, but Dika is going to drop. So that will allow the US a chance to come back. Another miss from Dika. It's only Lewin. Sekre is going down though. No combos above 200 for the US.
Lewin and Netamaru finally able to capitalize on Lewin. Still holding on to the double S. Netamaru ends up dropping. All eyes on Lewin actually. Two turrets into this map, ends up dropping his still at double S, and that's going to favor the United States, I do believe, and that's going to switch back immediately, in fact. All three players above 200. Sekre ends up dropping it.
Though, it would have switched back, but Sekre to Creeper double miss will keep Indonesia in the lead for now. And they're going to continue to grow again. Yeah, well, they're going to continue to grow a little bit of an advantage here as these combos build. So the US are going to need some misses here from Indonesia if they're going to take it. But Lexi is going to go down and lose a chunk of score as well.
Yeah, same for Sekre and his map swing. They're running out of time, and all three players from Indonesia are above 200 combo. And I think they have this one wrapped up. This mixed mod 1 pick, definitely a good pick. He ends up dropping, but Netamaru and Lewin are there to support him as much as they can.
Yes.
And Indonesia's going to take away this mixed mod 1 pick, and that's their first point on the board, though, and so they definitely get at least one more pick in this match, which is great to see. And Lewin especially had a really, really nice showing on this Nomad. Definitely putting quite a lot of score for his team, and Indonesia get the first point on the board.
Yeah, Lewin was absolutely the difference maker there. 981k on the Nomad. That's what you need. You needed someone consistent on Nomad. That's why you always put the most consistent player on the Nomad. And it works out here for Indonesia. Dika also coming in with a 5 miss, by the way. That's pretty good.
the only player above 1 million score, so outperforming Sekri by 40,000 points, I do believe. So yeah, this is a really good showing from Team Indonesia. But the issue is then, there's no more mixed mod left. So now they have to find something else, right? They need 3 consistent hardcore players, 3 consistent no mod players, right? It's not easy after this, but it's a start to get this first point on the board. They get another pick at least. But now it's the United States to pick, and they have quite a lot of options left. They still have 2 double times left. I think they're going to go for either of the double times. Hardrock, once again, completely untouched for now.
They may go for that hidden 3, who knows?
That would be a spicy pick coming out of the United States, but that could definitely...
No, they're going double time. DT3.
Yeah, this is a convert double time Air 9 in approach rate, so Air 9 double time 10.3 after double time is added. Quite a speedy pick, and we will be seeing, I think, a similar roster to the last time, being Sekri, Alexi, and Colin. And Team Indonesia did not play this in their match, so they are somewhat going in blind to the United States, and that might favor Indonesia, given how, well, if they have better solo scores than the United States, they could have tricked the United States and picked this into them, if you know what I mean.
The counter pick. Well, yep, these are going to be the rosters. Colin being the only substitution here for the United States.
Neko also coming in for Team Indonesia, just subbing out Lewind for double time. Lexi going to go for hidden with her double time, which is perfectly allowed, is only for reading, does not give any score bonus in catch, score v2. Always important to note. And this map is fast though, and it's not an easy map whatsoever.
No, yeah, it was giving USA and France some problems earlier. For those that got to see that match, I believe they also played this. Lexi is going to find the first miss. It's traded by Koneko.
Another trade coming in from Netamar and Colin. No full combos left in the entire lobby. Actually, already everyone fighting on lady 1 miss, but Lexi being above 100 is giving United States some score bonus, but they end up missing as well. So quite a lot of missing in the beginning section of this Air 9 pick, and that's going to favor Team Indonesia.
Yeah, Colin kind of finding some chain misses there, getting back on his feet. Finding yet another miss. Netamar, the only one with combo above 200. His Tika goes down right before getting to 200. That's going to hurt Indonesia, but they are going to be leading just because no one on the US side has any combo, really.
Yeah, Netamar definitely being a difference maker, outscoring everyone from the United States by 15,000 points. Lexi finding a miss right after the break's not going to help, and then Netamar is just kind of running away with this right now. Beautiful performance coming from him.
Yeah, in Indonesia now, nearly 100k. Koneko is going to drop, so that'll put a stop to that. Colin trading a miss. And this is going to get pretty out of hand for the US pretty quick here. Because they're down...
already halfway.
Yeah, we're already halfway, and they're down like 80k.
Nika's that's going to help them, actually. So they have 2 combos above 200 versus 1, and Colin is also out-comboing both Koneko and Tika. So that score gap is decreasing. Colin dropping, though, is not going to help them. It's about 76,000 points in difference.
Yeah, about 30k now. The US 8, a good chunk of the lead. Oh, double miss from Indonesia now. Here comes the United States. Lexi will trade one of the misses back. Sekri holds. It's very close. Final quarter of the map. It's like 20k
right now.
Oh, Colin is going to go down, so that will give Indonesia a little bit more buffer room. But they have to hold on here. And Koneko doesn't. The US might need one more, and they get it from Netamar. Is it enough? It's going to get close. The US are going to flip it at the very end. Will they hold on into the spinner? And the USA are going to steal this. Unless they get outspun, and they do not. 8k. 7k.
Really unfortunate for Team Indonesia there. There's double miss coming from Koneko and Netamar just being a difference maker, right? I believe 100 combo for the end. And that's a 6-1 scoreline for the United States. 6 match points for Team United States. And Sekir once going to 3 miss. Beautiful performance coming in from him. The only one above 1 million score as well. Netamar also with a 3 miss, but Sadly, yeah, once again, this one was really close. The United States just stole it away right at the end. And we see Hard Rock 1 getting picked immediately. And I like this from Indonesia. I personally like this given the fact that United States has not played Hard Rock in this entire finals week. France did not pick it. They did not pick it. They didn't pick it now. And, well, there are 6 match points. You might just want to try something else, right? Hard Rock 1 is not an easy map. It's made by Grieper. Great song, by the way, also, which is a good reason why it is picked. But I like this a lot from Team Indonesia.
Well, now, if we could just go back to the map pool screen. If I recall, didn't the United States ban Nomad 2, which was also a Grieper map?
Yeah, they did.
So maybe there's some strategy here.
Yeah, actually, now you say so, that could definitely be some strategy. It's a different mod bracket, though. But the maps itself are somewhat comparable, I would say. It's Nomad 1 being Nomad 2 being a little more technical, and Hard Rock 1 being a little more about precision, but I think both songs are relatively similar as well, being quite electronic. I think this is a really good pick coming in from Indonesia. Netamar and Dika, both really good Hard Rock players, and Koneko as well. And they're going to face off Colin, Lexi, and Sekir, so Colin staying in, and the Creeper not subbing in for this Hard Rock 1 pick.
Yeah, no substitutions here from the double time over to Hard Rock, so we'll see how many players can make that transition well.
Yeah, Lexi gonna go for Hidden once again. No surprises here. Dika not choosing Hidden with his Hard Rock. I have seen him play some Hidden Hard Rock, but does not do it now. 6 match points for Team USA. Indonesia need to win their Hard Rock 1 pick to keep their chances alive in this match for podium place.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, Indonesia are going to need 6 points in a row, or they will be out of the World Cup in 4th place. Early miss from Sekre.
And no trades coming in from Team Indonesia, so giving them the early advantage for now.
Colin and Dika trading, so still advantage Indonesia at the moment.
Yeah, only 1 full combo left on Team United States, so 2 seeming to be a little bit shaky, being 6, but Koneko dropping is going to stabilize things actually, but Lexi dropping as well. Only Netamaru actually with a full combo left in the lobby.
Yeah, it's still a 1 miss advantage though for Indonesia. They're going to be leading by about 20 to 30k.
Yeah, all players buff 2 and combo actually. Lexi approaching it now. And Netamaru is still the only one with an SS left in the lobby.
And we're about a third of the way through the map.
All players stabilizing after their 1 miss.
Oh, Koneko though is going to drop. So that'll eat away some of that advantage. It should be pretty even if Koneko recovers.
I think it might switch back only slightly in favor of Team United States, and there we go.
Oh, but Colin is going to drop. Lexi as well. That's a double miss from the United States. Halfway through Indonesia now. There goes that score bar.
And Netamaru still going on to the double. Is actually approaching 1,000 combo and counting. Koneko trading one of those misses, but Indonesia still in front. Dika with a beautiful score. Sekira approaching 1,000 combo as well. But it's a 2v1. Colin above 200. But Skull and Lexi double is coming from the United States, and that's going to further increase that lead for Indonesia. And they're running away with just 1/3 left, and Netamaru still holding on to the double. That's beautiful forms coming from him.
Yeah, final third of the map. Colin missing again and struggling. Lexi as well. Another double miss from them. Indonesia now running away with it. 3 combos above 200.
Dika and Netamaru both above 1,000 combo. Koneko missing once, but United States needs at least 2 more misses, I do believe. That score bar, that's 100,000 points in difference.
Yeah, USA is going to need a lot of misses here. They will need Dika or Netamaru to fall, preferably both for them, in order to get this point realistically. Dika is going to go, but Colin trades it. Sekre is down. Koneko and Lexi trade. Netamaru is down, so everyone falls. There's no combo that the US cannot capitalize, and that should just hand this point straight over to Indonesia.
Yeah, a complete reset in the ending of this map, but that favors Team Indonesia, right? Time is running out for Team United States, and I do believe Indonesia is going to get the 2nd point on the board, winning their 2nd pick, denying 1 match point from Team United States, and this pick was beautiful. Netamaru and Dika both outperforming the entire United States team, and Koneko as well, beating Colin and Lexi, and that's quite a dominant victory by 180,000 points, or close to 180,000 points. A 6-2 scoreline. United States to pick next, and they still have 5 more match points left. But
And both teams scored over 3 million.
also, it's beautiful performance from both teams, actually.
But as you said, 6-2 now. United States up to pick. So their first chance to put this one away on their own terms. We'll see what they pick.
I assume we're going to see either double time. Well, the thing is, the maps remaining are quite neutral, I would say. There's 3 nomads left, 2 hard rocks left. Indonesia 1 on hard rock. They seem quite confident, so we might. Well, I think USA is not going to go for hard rock, but then there's only double time 2 left, realistically speaking, or hidden 3. So
yeah, hidden 3 might be an interesting choice. I mean, going from the hard rock over to hidden 3, because I mean, I know that Sekre said, yeah, here's a timeout coming in from the United States. So both teams will have used their timeouts here. 2 extra minutes on the clock. This is a big decision here. Very big decision. They're probably debating whether or not to go with a nomad or hidden 3. Or DT2, probably DT2 or hidden 3 as well.
yeah, there's not a lot of options, and they're reaching a point where it's kind of unknown how the other team is going to perform, right? Nomad, I think, Indonesia seems really strong on Nomad, but so is the United States, right? Do you risk it on Nomad? Hidden 3, I mean, Loyar hidden, is that something you want to go on? It's not an easy moment for the United States.
Well,
but the thing is, they have 2 more picks left. Sorry, don't
Yeah.
forget to have. They have 2 more picks left, so they can try 2 things, right? And then Indonesia has to find the 2 maps that they win on as well. So there's plenty of room for the United States to perhaps make an error in a pick right now.
Yep, and the 2 minutes now. Timeout on the clock. But I feel like that if there was... I feel like this is just the best time for that hidden pick if you were to do it. Right after Hard Rock 1, throw off their momentum, because you don't want to give them momentum. That's the thing. You cannot allow them to come back into this match.
Definitely.
And they've gotten their second point on the board, so they're definitely feeling, riding high of momentum, switching up the skill set as much as possible. I feel like this would be the most opportune time for it, but if they feel they're strong on double time 2 or one of the nomads perhaps, obviously it's a tough decision because they called their timeout.
Yeah, beautiful timeout coming from the United States. I do agree as well. Both of the teams using the timeout at the perfect moments, in my opinion. We're kind of in a point where, okay, they're going for a nomad 3 actually. So that is interesting. I have... well, they didn't play it against Team France, so...
Well, have
yeah,
you...
I'm sorry, go ahead, though.
They may have... I wonder if what Sekre did there was the old tried and true NFL coach tactic of icing the kicker by calling the timeout just to try to freeze the momentum, because you don't want to give them more momentum. They want to get... Indonesia probably wanted to go right into the next map.
Yeah.
Off the morale. So he may have had the pick in mind, maybe not, but I just know Sekre, and that's definitely something he might have done with his timeout. He's very crafty.
Definitely. And Colin staying in for this one is also interesting. No the creeper for this Nomad pick, even though he has been playing Nomad for United States on mixed mod. So interesting to see Deacon at the Mar and Kaneko trying to break in United States on this pick. And I think this one is going to be a close fought battle, actually. I think both teams have really, really strong Nomad Converse rosters. This one being 3 minutes and 40 in length. So one's going to consistency test. And the thing is, United States has been more consistent, but then that hard one map was also 3 minutes, and Indonesia won that one quite clearly, consistency-wise. So curious to see how both of these teams are going to perform on this Nomad 3.
Yeah, this could also be a very big point for Indonesia if they are able to overcome the timeout, and the time delay here, and take a break point. Colin and Dika will trade early misses here.
Everyone else approaching 200 combo and counting at a small advance in favor of Indonesia. That's going to further increase due to another miss from Colin. Fading off the control, getting 6 on this map. But Kaneko dropping is actually going to favor the United States, I do believe, given that's now 2v1.
Yeah, Colin and Dika trading misses now. 2 combos below 200. For Indonesia, advantage USA. They take the lead.
Sekre, Lexi, and Netamar is still holding on to the double S And those three players have been definitely the most consistent players in this lobby for now.
After the timeout, after the timeout, the U.S. electing to go with the no mod consistency. So far, can't say it's really worked out for them yet. It's still very close. Half the map left to go. And all the combos are above 200. Oh, combo! Oh, Colin, though. I said combo.
Gollum missing there is gonna... Well, I mean, the score difference went 1,000 points for now, but it's gonna further increase for Indonesia. But it's less than a miss separating these two teams, right? So, no team has a clear advance right now. I think Indonesia, one miss and it switches back right in favor of the United States. There's still 2 FCs on their side versus 1 from Metamaru. It's Gollum being kind of bottleneck the United States right now. Definitely struggling a little bit more than they would have hoped for, I do believe. Halfway into this marathon pick, about 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Colin is going to go down again, but this one will be traded by Dika. So that will prevent Indonesia from running away with the score advantage. It's 25,000 points, I'd say, in favor of Indonesia at the moment. That's about a miss or two. Actually, it's less than that, 18k. So it's a one-miss game.
Roneko holding on to a really beautiful combo off his first slip-up as well. Supporting Netamara, and still 3 double S's on 2 on the United States side, 1 on the Indonesian side. Beautiful performance, 1,000 combo actually approaching.
Oh, Dika going down. Lexi will trade it. And Colin going down right as he got to 200, so that's advantage Indonesia. Final quarter of the map. They're looking good.
Yeah, that's Amara and Koneko. They can keep holding on. They do outmatch Sekre, being a lone FC on the United States side. Dika dropping once more is going to close that gap down just a little bit, but it should still be advanced Indonesia. One more miss coming out from Dika. This is going to get really close down to the wire, Dolan.
Yeah, because Colin just got up to 200 as well as Lexi, so now they're going to be able to punish that miss to the fullest extent. It will still be very close.
I think it might switch over, in fact.
It will switch over, but Dika's going to get up to that combo cap soon, so still, any miss will flip it. Colin and Dika trade! Koneko, Sekre, Lexi. Oh wait, Netamaro holds! Netamaro holds, that's the difference maker! Netamaro holds! And now he goes down, and there's no combo on the side of the United States. They have the advantage, but they don't have enough time to pull it back. The spinner comes in. Is it enough? Indonesia, hold on.
Beautiful performance going from Netamaro, dropping the FC right at the end, but that is just such a huge performance coming out from Netamaro, such a huge score as well, 995k, and that is Indonesia breaking the United States for the very first time this match, and we're looking at a 6-3 scoreline. So that's 2 match points negated by Team Indonesia, and it's their pick next, and you would assume they're going to go for a hard rock, right? Hard rock 2 and hard rock 3.
Netamaro with the save for Indonesia, keeping Indonesia in the tournament.
Koneko only on the 2 miss as well, and Sekre and Lexi also with 1 in the 2 miss, and then Dika and Colin just struggling quite a bit more. But well, yeah, beautiful performance coming from Netamaro especially. They're gonna go for Nomad 4, so they're just gonna go for the other Nomad immediately. Nomad covered immediately. So interesting pick coming out from Team Indonesia.
You notice how quick that pick came out. I mean, that's how I think you have to do it if you're behind. What's everyone feeling? This map? All right, this map. Fire it. Let's go. Start it.
Yeah, the thing is, they might pick it because they won Nomad 3. And the thing is, those 2 maps are quite different. And the fact that this was such a fast pick, I'm not too certain how I feel about that, though. I personally would have preferred them to just talk it through a little bit more.
I think
momentum, obviously.
I think it may have to do with the fact that also the United States, prior to their last pick, called a timeout to make that decision. So not only they got the break point off a timeout, and then they're just instantly firing. Maybe they're just hoping to rattle the U.S. mentally here. Maybe throw them off their game. And just want to stick with Nomad Convert.
And the thing is, if Indonesia wins this one, United States has one more pick left. So it's getting kind of tricky for United States, right? They were up at 6-1, and Indonesia has negated 2 of those match points already.
At some point, one of these teams is going to have to pick hidden 3.
Also true.
We'll have to see, but as for now, Snow Mod 4, early misses coming out from Kroneko and Decreeper and Lexi. So slight advantage to Indonesia. It's a very short map.
Yeah, Decreeper finding one more in one of the memory gems. That's going to give Indonesia one miss advantage. Two trades coming out of top, but Netamar once again, you only have one with an FC left. So Kroneko supporting with the 200 combo as well.
And Kroneko is down now. Everyone down except for Netamaru and Lexi. Dika building that combo. Slight advantage Indonesia. They are building an advantage, but double miss from Dika Netamaru. One traded by Decreeper. But that lead is being eaten up.
Yeah, Lexi has quite a huge combo as well. Sekiro is approaching 200. Decreeper and Dika trading, but that should favor United States. And the difference is about 23,000 points. But I think
yeah, 23K.
It should stabilize at around a tie, I do believe.
Yes, Sekre now at 200. Netamaru, it should stabilize as soon as Netamaru gets to 200.
Yeah, it's still going to be a slight advantage for Team Indonesia, but not... And that's Dika drop is going to favor Team United States. In fact, the creep is building up to 200. The other two teammates are above 200. We're approaching the last third of the map.
Yeah, now USA has all combos above 200. Dika rebuilding that combo. It's still going to be roughly a one-miss game, though. It's still... Oh, Creeper! Oh, everyone goes down, though! And it's still slight advantage Indonesia.
And the Creeper definitely struggling in any section of this map right now. And that's going to give Indonesia one miss lead, I do believe.
Yeah, but nobody has combo. Everyone has to build. And now Kroneko going down. USA is going to be coming back into this. The final sections of the map. Indo's life is on the line. Sekre is going to go down. Will we see any more Decreeper and Dika trade? It's on Lexi and Netamaru.
I think they've built quite enough buffer.
Yep, and Sekre will go down, and Indonesia will hold on at the end of the map. Kroneko goes down. It's not going to be enough. 70,000 points. Indonesia still in this match. 6-4 United States. And this is an issue that the US had earlier in the tournament against Canada, Quentin.
Yeah.
They were not able to close the match out until tiebreaker.
This is looking... There's only one pick left for each team. United States have to think this one through. And I mean, Lexi has a 2-miss score, but countered by Netamaru, the 3-miss. And then the difference maker definitely being the Creeper, struggling a little bit more than they would have hoped for. And I mean, United States looking so dominant in the beginning section of this match. The momentum has completely switched towards Team Indonesia. And there's one pick left. And we have Nomad 1, Hidden 3, Harter 2 and 3, and Double Time 2. And you have
no timeouts.
No timeouts. Oh, you have to assume they're going to go for Double Time 2, right? They won on Double Time 1, they won on Double Time 3. They lost on hard work.
It is the logical sense, and they are next up to pick, so Double Time 2 just seems like the logical choice. You kind of want to force Indo to pick either Hard Rock, Nomad 1, or Hidden 3. I don't see how those are fun, picks for Indonesia, so... But I don't know, we'll have to see what they're going on. No, they're going with Nomad 1.
All right. I mean, Indonesia won on the other two Nomads. This is a Nomad consistency specific, though, so it's a completely different type of map. But then again, you're 0-2 on Nomad right now, so interesting pick coming out of the United States. They do not feel comfortable on the Harters, on the Hidden 3, and on the Double Time 2, because I kind of feel like this is a desperation pick coming out of the United States.
Yeah, and this is their final pick of the match. Keep that in mind. They do not get another pick this match. Indonesia will have to take a break point here, win their next pick and tiebreaker to win the match.
And that would have been the best comeback we'll ever see on this stage, I do believe. But first things first, the next step for them is to break United States on Nomad 1. Another Bunray map getting picked by Team Indonesia. They lost the previous Bunray map that Hidden 2 right in the beginning of the match. Let's hope that's not going to be the case for them now.
Sekre, Lexi, Decreeper for the United States. Dika, Netamaru, Kroneko for Indonesia. Round number 11.
4 minutes and 4 seconds in length. And it's just constant wiggling. It's a really wiggle-heavy map. I believe Netamaru or Dika, either of those had an FC on this map in the previous match. So that's why I also think it's a really... a risky pick coming in from Team USA.
True. But I also think that when they were picking, they thought of the positioning of the picks because they knew that they were going to get to pick before Indo.
Yeah.
So they're probably just thinking of what do we want to force Indo in the worst case scenario if we lose.
Yeah, they're going to find an early break for Team Indonesia. It's going to be United States taking the very early lead, but yeah, once again, this is a marathon, 4 minutes in length. I believe the second longest map in the entire pool after Mixed Mod 3. Yeah, well, both teams are being really consistent in these last two picks, actually. The United States, especially in the beginning of the match, Indonesia in the ending of this match. So I'm not sure who this favors, actually.
Yeah, it's just a one miss game right now. Tika has rebuilt the combo all the way back up to 200 after the early miss. And it is roughly 20k in favor of the United States. Quarter of the map is gone. But I mean, you see why these teams are seed 3 and 4. This match is just so close. Kroneko is going to find the next miss for Indonesia.
Yeah, it's going to give the United States quite the buffer. But this map is still a long way to go. And Tamara being the lone SC on Team Indonesia, but he has been performing out of his mind over these past couple of maps. He's being countered by a triple-double S coming out of Team United States, and this pick is looking kind of good in the beginning sections of this Nomad 1.
Yeah, so far so good, but again, they don't have a real big buffer. They can't really celebrate yet. Still half of the map left to go, but they're looking very comfortable and consistent on it. Only one FC remaining on Indonesia.
They have one above 200 combo and just stabilizes around 50,000 points in score difference. Halfway mark has been reached. 4 players are approaching that 1,000 combo mark.
Yeah, that's how you know they're locked in.
Definitely. We have seen some slip-ups in this slower section. Previous matches. But no one giving the other team an inch right now. Indonesia's tournament live on the line, and United States are still triple-double S-ing this Nomad 1 pick. But a beautiful performance from them right now.
Yep, into the last third. We'll see if they can bring it home.
He ends up dropping some accuracy, but that should not matter whatsoever. And Tamara still in the double S. Dika still with the reverse choke right now. Kroneko only with a 1 miss. These two teams are so good right now. It's absolutely insane given the situation they're in right now. You know, this is tournament live on the line.
I mean, it's crazy. The US are just out there trip FCs, and Indonesia are right on their heels. They're only about a miss and a half, 2 misses behind. I mean, they are in position to strike in this final quarter.
Dropping though. It's just gonna favor the United States, and what can you do in the triple FC right now? Lost 8 left, Dika missing. That's gonna probably seal the deal for Team Indonesia. Team United States seems so incredibly strong on this Nomad 1 pick, and they're not giving a single inch towards Team Indonesia.
And Kroneko goes down, and this may be it for Indonesia. A valiant effort. They definitely tried to stage a comeback. But in the end, it is going to be the United States earning another badge and the final spot on the podium, 7-4. An absolutely incredible match from both teams.
Definitely. And United States end up bringing home the triple FC though, and this is the finals week Nomad, and they triple FC it. That is a beautiful. We see 4 FCs in this lobby. That is absolutely
And this
insane.
is their second match of the day. Their second match of the day on the final map of their second match of the day. A triple FC.
That is mind-blowing.
That is a statement. And they have earned a match against their rivals, China, in the Losers Bracket Grand Finals next week. Indonesia eliminated in 4th place. They gave it their all. What can you say? I mean, they really showed up this match. When we thought they were down and out, we thought this match was going to be 7-1 at one point. Really put on a good show here. 4th place, nothing to be ashamed of.